Hello, Aldwyn, Altuney here. Welcome to Media Queen TV. We have three fantastic guests here with us in the studio. We have the amazing Faireeq Hashim from Singapore. We have Asootosh Kkant from India, and we have Yogita Ridgley from the Sunshine Coast, right up from me on the Gold Coast here in Australia. And we are celebrating today, so excited, celebrating the Global Authors Summit launch. This is of all Speakers Tribe books and Speakers Tribe Publishing. This is one of them here that a few of us were in. Here it is, Undefeated. We've got quite a few books. So we've got Asootosh has got a few of the others, and Faireeq. Excellent. These are just some of the books that Speakers Tribe Publishing have put out over the last year and a half. Very exciting. And, of course, we have the Authors Summit to celebrate all the amazing authors. So a little bit about our amazing guests before we get chatting, and thank you so much to everyone who's joining us on Facebook or YouTube right now. Feel free to pop your comments in the chat to say hello. Let us know where you are watching from. Love to hear from you. All right, so firstly, Faireeq. Now, Faireeq is a personal coach and transformational leader in self-mastery and empowerment through empathy. She studied her degree and master's at SOAS Uni of London in politics, science, and international relations. As a keynote speaker to motivate and inspire, she is passionate in helping people overcome adversity and elevate their life experiences with awareness and clarity. Faireeq addresses the topics related to personal motivation and overcoming limitations to achieve desired goals. She co-authored the book Undefeated, which we just showed you, the yellow book we just pointed up. I've got hair in my eye. There we go. We'll get that away. She's moving from ordinary to extraordinary. And Amazon bestseller about transformation, empowerment, and inner strength in women. Having lived in London, Malaysia, New York, Spain, and now Singapore, she loves reading, watching period dramas, comedy, 80s music, and above all, she is an avid foodie. Fantastic. Welcome, Faireeq.
Thank you.
And then we have Asootosh as well. Asootosh Kkant, he is a futurist and business thought leader and entrepreneur with over 20 years of experience in successfully managing his IT company. He is also a qualified engineer with an MBA in finance. Asootosh is an empathetic person, believes in empowering the people in his network to formulate strategic relationships for business and personal growth. His strongest qualities are his skills and initiation and in the swift execution of ideas. He has a robust interpersonal persona. We love Asootosh. Welcome, Asootosh. Great to have you here from India. We've got Singapore, India, and now Yogita. Yogita Ridgley is a successful businesswoman, CEO, and founder of Traveling with Me, Myself, and I, which offers personal development through travel and mindset. Yogita wears a few different hats. She's a solo travel specialist, personal development strategist, award-winning international speaker, #1 best-selling author and blogger, and has over a decade of solo traveling experience. Yogita was featured by one of the Australian magazines as a female change maker. She was a finalist of an Innovative Business Award and Leadership Award. She was awarded second place in the People's Choice category for making a difference in health and wellbeing, Queensland and Northern Territory, 2020 Oz Mumpreneur Awards. She's also an advocate for mental health and wellbeing and dyslexia awareness. Her mission is to get every woman to play the role of me without mask or pretense. And her vision is to help women to unleash the power of the authentic self through personal development. And Asootosh is in New Delhi in India, as we said. Yogita on the Sunshine Coast. Faireeq in Singapore. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All part of the core team of the Global Authors Summit launch. So to tell us a bit about this launch, because this is kind of your brainchild, Yogita. Let's start with you. Yogita, what was it that inspired you to get this launch happening?
Thank you for that awesome welcome and the introduction. Thank you for giving us this space to share our amazing journey that we are about to go on. So the dream was born. It is like a journey that started a while ago. So after my boot camp, I went ahead and joined the Speakers Tribe, which is a community, amazing group of like-minded people who love to share their stories and improve as a speaker. Whether they're motivational speaker, public speaker, professional speaker, it doesn't matter. It is just an amazing group to be part of. So the journey kind of went from there to becoming part of the co-author of this book, which then became, one of the #1 Amazon seller. And that was like, okay, no, it won't stop here. It shouldn't stop here. What can I do to take this to the next level? So I had this amazing idea that I thought, okay, how about we are all speakers, we have become authors, and now how about putting them all together and take it to the next level and become, do a summit, speakers, authors, global authors summit. So that's where this came about. And as soon as I put it out there and asked other authors what they think and how they feel, they all really embraced the idea. It was an amazing idea. So I had a lot of support with this idea. And again, to have anything happen, we need a tribe of people. It doesn't happen by just one person doing everything. So I have got an amazing group of people that is behind the scenes. I've got 2 here with me sharing. And then again, you're in the tribe as well, helping us as well. So thank you, Aldwyn. And right at the end of this interview, we will celebrate all the co-authors, team members. As we share the journey with this interview today. So I'm really excited. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Yogita. Amazing. You just pulled the core team together. I don't know how it happened, but here we all are. Actually, this is just some of us. We've got quite a few others in the team as well. So thank you to all of our core team leaders. And I can see Anna has hopped on here. Hello, Anna. Good to see you there. Anna says, go team, watching from Melbourne. So excited about this event. Awesome. Anna, welcome, welcome. We've got May here, also watching from Singapore. Hello, May. Good to see you there. We have Melissa, who's one of the other Speakers Tribe Queensland leaders with us, Yogita, and with Neil and Tony and Virginia. Hello, Melissa. She's saying congratulations. Thank you so much. And here's Neil, our other Speakers Tribe Queensland leader, one of them. Hi, everyone. Looking forward to you all sharing your recent author book work. And Brenda is here, delighted to be present at this session. Well, fantastic to have you all here. Where are you joining us from? Just pop into the chat. Where are you joining us from? I'd love to hear from. And if you have any questions for any of our core team here for the Global Authors Summit, the inaugural Speakers Tribe Global Authors Summit, very exciting, the very first one. This is planned to be an annual. So if you have any questions, please do pop them into the chat. Now, Faireeq and Asootosh, who would like to chat next about how you're feeling about this Authors Summit and your involvement with the book project? Who'd like to go next? Faireeq, maybe?
Faireeq.
Shall I go?
Ladies first.
I'm absolutely excited about this. We have an amazing community in Speakers Tribe as authors and co-authors. We're all out there, very happy to support each other and give our story, let our story be out there and deliver our message, which is very personal and important for every one of us. So the support team, the teamwork, it's just been amazing. The whole way of all of us coming together and when Yogita brought up this amazing idea of this summit, we all just jumped onto it and said, yes, we've got to do this. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you, Faireeq, and welcome again from Singapore. And Asootosh. Asootosh, now you're one of the brainchilds behind this whole idea, actually, of even books coming out of Speakers Tribe and of Speakers Tribe Publishing forming with Anna as well and a few others. So, Asootosh, where did you get the idea initially of doing a book project with the Speakers Tribe members?
So, Aldwyn, first I will thank you. Thank you for inviting us. And, we understand that how the Media Queen, your Media Queen TV has been ruling all over. You get the best of people there. And it's always an honor to be here. And to begin with,
Thank you.
it's a global tribe. It's a family. We'll always talk about the COVID happening and the adversities and all that. I think in those adversities, as speakers, as public speakers, our job is to bring in that hope, that inspiration for the people in our proximity. And what this COVID also brought in was that we were all part of different tribes of different countries. Singapore, Australia. Australia had six, various cities, and then various states. And India had one. India was Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru. So what this COVID brought was, the entire virtual world. We became one together. And that was the idea which clicked, that can we do something together and we can become immortal? When I say immortal, with books, they say you become immortal because anything would die off in the course of time, but books don't die off. And probably after 50 years also, when you've long gone, there was somewhere a person picks up a book from a library, wipes away the dust, and the book comes in. And he reads that story, reads your story, and he gets inspired. That very time you are alive, isn't it? So I think this idea came in that this is a time where the world needs to be told some stories of inspiration. And everyone has got a story within ourselves. And those are powerful blockbuster stories. So we got together as a tribe, as a global tribe, and we invited authors to put on their stories. There were few brave ones initially, and we started the book. We had the first book launched around 12 months back, Revive and Thrive, 2 volumes, with 40 co-authors coming across the globe and putting their stories. And then we had the third book, Make a Difference, in October last year. We had 22 authors coming in. And then we had Undefeated, which we co-authored together, where we had 20 co-authors coming across the world again. And then the 5th book is getting launched called I Am Possible, where we have 21 authors, again global. When I talk about global, it's a family. This tribe is a big family united together to make a difference. And that's what Speakers Tribe stands for, make a difference. I think it's been a phenomenal journey of bonding, of being together. And I think this keeps us going together, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It's a co-creation across the world, and such a beautiful part of Speakers Tribe now, such a great addition. So how many books and how many authors so far, Asootosh?
So I'm very proud to announce that now we are 100 plus authors, 100 plus in just 12 months. Imagine 100 plus best, the authors bringing their stories of their personal stories, which will inspire the world around. And not only this, these books have also made us mini celebrities. People really ask us, for an autograph. You get the book, and people ask us, can you, give us an autographed copy of that? Isn't it, Faireeq?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yes. And how many books now, Asootosh? How many books?
We've got 5 books now. We've got 5 books total. Yeah.
Amazing. Just fantastic. And it's so great to be part of it. And so great to see so many people so active online. Brenda is saying she is a job search coach from Mumbai. Excellent, Brenda. So great to have you with us. Jenny, so excited to hear about this amazing initiative. Where are you joining us from, Jenny? Love to hear from you. Where are you all coming from? Now the tribe, Brenda is saying, India tribe has now become truly a global tribe, as have all the tribes actually from around the world, which is wonderful. Brenda says each of us is a story. Each of us has a story, and each of us is a story as well. Yes, absolutely, Brenda. Jenny says here, the power of true stories, a lifeline legacy. Absolutely. And Brenda is adding, each story has the power to change lives. Yes, absolutely. Jenny says, pouring inspiration word by word, and she's in Singapore. Yay, fantastic. Awesome. Thank you for those lovely comments. Keep the comments coming in. Well, I am so excited about this co-creation, and that has been one positive that has come out of COVID, I must say, is that people have connected across the globe like never before. We really have realized, what a small world it is in some ways, and how easy it is to connect with people through technology across the world. Thank goodness. I tell you what, I'm so grateful for technology and to be able to reach out to people and connect like this like never before, and to do business worldwide, even though this is a community project. And all the proceeds from the books also go to great causes. Now, Asootosh, what are some of the causes that we're supporting with these books?
So there are a lot of charities. We are supporting education initiative, which is happening. We're just supporting Daughters of Tomorrow in Singapore. And then with I Am Possible, we are supporting unprivileged kids again through Kshitij. There's another foundation which is coming in. So all the proceeds of the book goes to the people who require it. And the best part about the book, if you really look at, if I had the books I have authored only in my network or, in my country, people would buy it. But when you do a co-authored global book, imagine my story being read in Australia, Singapore, Canada, UK, everywhere. So without having to do a lot of efforts in getting my book global, and when we do a co-authored group, we already are global authors. And when we have the Amazon bestseller tag also, so we are international best-selling co-authors, isn't it? So how great is that people come together and then they create something which is big and inspiring. And this can only happen when you have a powerful tribe working together.
Yes, absolutely. So true, Asootosh. And, it does look a bit like Charlie's Angels here on the call. We wouldn't say we'll do the little sort of, the little because Asootosh is like the Charlie of all the Speakers Tribe. In fact, you won one of the big awards, didn't you, Asootosh, for being the best Speakers Tribe leader, I believe?
Yeah, thank you. You guys supported me, so it was really an honor to become the leader. And a leader is nothing without the tribe. I think the award is basically for the entire tribe for being there. Without the tribe, there's no leader, isn't it? So I think I was privileged enough, I was honored enough to be chosen as a leader. India tribe has got a big heart, and then we had the complete global tribe supporting us being there. So I think this award is actually, it belongs to each and every one of our tribe members.
Yes, I must say, I love Speakers Tribe India. I love your 4-hour events that you do. I just love it. They're so much fun, and the little readings, and also it's just such a cool tribe. So I must say, I love the Speakers Tribe India. And each tribe actually has its own flavour, which is a beautiful thing, all around Australia and Singapore and soon launching into other parts of the world. Every single tribe has its own character about it, as much as there is a format. It is really a wonderful collaboration, and everyone is volunteering their time as well. It is by the tribe for the tribe. And I think that's what's really special about the compilation books that you've put out, through Speakers Tribe. Through Speakers Tribe Publishing has now been born, of course. And, it is really such a wonderful coming together and leaving a legacy for the authors. And if you're an author and not a speaker, then you may well be the world's best kept secret right now, because 80% of anything you do is marketing. So if you're an author and you haven't learnt the art of speaking yet, then please do come along to a Speakers Tribe gathering. There could be one in your town, or definitely some events on Zoom. In fact, Speakers Tribe Queensland we've got our event tomorrow night, which you can come along to, which is on Zoom. So reach out, look up Speakers Tribe around the world, and you can come and join us. It's free to attend your first time. So do come along and check us out if you want to learn how to speak effectively and promote your book if you are an author. So with the summit, now Yogita, back to you. There's so much exciting stuff happening for the summit, which can't wait to share with people. So can you give us a bit of a taste test of what we've got coming up for the summit, when it is, and how people can connect?
Absolutely. So the summit is on the 25th and the 26th of September, starting at 2 p.m. Australian time. Again, we work on the 24-hour clock, hence the 2 p.m. So the rest of the world will catch up with us. So if you have already written co-authored one of the books, any of the books that we have mentioned already, we would like to invite you to be a speaker at our summit. So I have sent emails out with invitation. If you haven't received it, check your emails, and some of the emails have bounced back. So email addresses are not correct. So don't panic if you haven't received it. Reach out to us. Our email contact details are in the chat, as well as with this video or the link. So you are able to contact us. So it is Global Authors Summit 2021 at Gmail. So you can contact us, and once we have got authors signing up to speak as the speakers, we will confirm your spot and all your details with that. And for those who have been wanting to, co-author a book, speak on a international stage, become #1 bestseller on Amazon, come to this summit. This summit will not just give you insight on how others have done it, but also might spark that inspiration or that motivation or just tiny little push that you might be looking for to really get started, because that's what it comes down to. We all have ideas, we all have stories, but not every one of us actually gets to write it. From on the pages to the stage is what we're offering you. So this is an amazing opportunity, a life-changing opportunity. And if you are writing for your business, it's also an amazing branding as well as amazing opportunity to share your message. So one of the things that I have found that for my business, writing my book wasn't enough. Like Aldwyn just said before, if you've written a book and you don't know how to present it to the world, and public speaking allows you to present it to the world, if you haven't learned that skill, you are missing out. You've only got half of what is needed to really take that journey to the next level. So hence this summit, it will be amazing opportunity. Also, you will meet other like-minded people. There is 100 authors, so I'm hoping there will be 100 speakers. But if not, I'm sure we will have quite a lot of speakers on. I have got already about 50 sign-ups, so there's 50 spots left. Again, they are not just from Australia, they're from India, they're from Singapore, and we have got an amazing spread of flavors. So what I mean by that, so we are not just going to just stand there and speak to you non-stop for 5 hours in a row. We have got different mixtures. So it's panel style, it's showcasing, it's fireside chat, and then we have got workshops. And then also we have got an after party, which Aldwyn will be singing at, hopefully, and Asootosh will be dancing at. So it will be a celebration of everything that we have achieved so far, and opportunities to where we can take it to next level. It all comes down to you taking the action, because we all have ideas, but without action, it just doesn't go anywhere. And this is something I have learned, because I spent over 30 years of my life having amazing ideas and not doing nothing about it till I met this community. Because you know what happens when you have a community that actually has your back? They support you. They're not there to walk over you, which I have experienced in other places I was. But with this community, every time, every single place, I put my hand up and say, I need help. They're there. Whether, like, if they're in India, it doesn't matter. Whether they're in Singapore, it doesn't matter. If they're in Australia, it doesn't matter. They just put you there. If I say something I need help with, or this is my idea, what do you think? They all embrace you. They support you. They encourage you. They teach you. And that's the kind of community you want to be with. This is the proximity you want to be with. So it comes down to everything that we have learned from our amazing mentor, amazing inspiration, amazing. Oh, I run out of words how to describe this particular person, Sam Cawthorn. He has done an amazing job to really bring us all together. Just imagine how far we have come in last, like I've only started this in 2018, and 2021, this is what I'm doing. So, 3 years, 4 years makes a huge difference to 30 years I have been just sitting in wrong proximity, doubting myself, not backing myself up, not having the right people with me to support me and guide me to now. So that's the transformation that you can go on as well. And there is no limit to this. This is the summit is the next step. And we are aiming to do this annually. And in last 12 months, Asootosh has managed to get 100, it's not a small number, 100 authors to #1 on Amazon. That is an amazing achievement. So, imagine how far we have come and what we can achieve. So this is what the summit's going to be about. And I'm super, super, super excited. But before I actually hand it over to other people to answer other questions, I just want to thank few key people that have been in my team from day go. We've been doing this for last 2 months, meeting weekly, giving time selflessly every hour and a half each week. I've already spent over 200 hours on this project already. So this is something that we give selflessly. The reason for this is because what I gain from this is the community spirit, the support of people, the inspiration from people, because I'm learning from people every day. So in my team, I have got India Tribe. Co-leader is Asootosh, and then in his group we have got Suman and Bindu, if I have pronounced that properly. Then I've got Singapore Tribe. I have got Faireeq as the leader, and then I've got Nisha and Delphin in that group. And then in Australia, I'm the driving force here, and I've got Aldwyn. Thank you so much, beautiful lady, for your time. And I've got Anna, who is going to who's helping as well. And the last part of this is I have got amazing workshops run by how to write a book and how to be a speaker. These workshops, Anna is taking us through how to write a book, and amazing Damien is going to take us through how to actually be a speaker. So the summit is packed full of amazing golden nuggets that is just waiting for you to come and take. So I invite you all to join in, reach out. There are links to our Facebook page, our email address, where to get the tickets, and websites under construction, which we will announce soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Yogita. Fantastic. And that's the Facebook link. I've popped into the comments there. Now, if you're not seeing it wherever you're watching this right now, we'll make sure that we get that. Sometimes the comments don't come across to all the social media platforms where we are streaming to right now. So if you don't see it, we'll get it up there. But that's the Facebook page. Speakers Tribe Global Authors Summit is the Facebook page. And this is the Eventbrite link. We do have a free ticket option, and we do have a paid ticket option. Could you explain that, Yogita? What's in that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the free paid option is just access to the summit. The ticket paid is we have got our amazing Sam Cawthorn doing the opening on the day on Saturday morning at 2 p.m. I should say, Saturday afternoon. And then we have that paid option includes 3 ebooks, which you will get to download. Also, one of them is the very new one that is almost about to be released, so to speak, I'm Possible. And also includes the workshops and the after party, and every speaker will be giving away a little gift for everyone that has got a VIP ticket to take advantage of. So that is, a value and a half that you won't get anywhere. And we are only, we have priced it super, super, super affordable knowing what's happening all around us at the moment. But it just comes down to one thing, right? When you have value to something, it adds value to you and brings you value. I know many people in my business, my clients, they constantly want things for free. You keep on having free things, they don't bring value back to you. So hence, sign up with value. Sign up because you want to pay value to get value. And that will really reward you in many, many ways, unfold 10 times more. So so that's also the after party is included as well, which is going to be an amazing celebration of all the authors, because I'm Possible is about to be launched. We have just launched the cover, and the Asootosh and the team have done an amazing job with the cover. I was just in awe with. I thought this was the one, and then that came along. So go figure. It just gets better and better every time. So the authors of that and the authors of Undefeated, there's 20 people in this book, and I'm one of them. And those 20 people have become friends. It's like I've known them for my entire life. Just reading their story has given me so much insight on who they are and the walk of life they've lived, the experiences they have had. And it's just a community that just keeps on growing. When I say growing, it doesn't mean bigger. It means deeper. We're really connecting, like real human connection. Even though we're online talking to people in Australia, when we're talking, they know my story. They have read my darkest moments and my highest moments, and they've had, they know my struggles, and they're not judging me for it, because they are embracing the fact that I am me. I'm embracing the fact that they are them. So this is what the community is providing when it really comes down to connection. It's not about big numbers, it's about making real connection. And this summit will definitely do that. And I am really looking forward to seeing you all there.
Fantastic. Thank you, Yogita. Thank you so much for the initiative. It's so great to be part of it and to be part of this phenomenal team. And thank you to all the support we've got flooding in. We've got so many comments here. We've got Susan joining us from Sydney. Hello, Susan. Good to see you there. We've got Daniel here. Daniel says you guys are looking good. 2 thumbs up. Yay. Thank you, Daniel. Awesome. Brenda here, she's saying, great going, Asootosh, great tribe leader. You have been the glue that has brought and kept us together. Isn't that lovely? Thank you. And Brenda's saying this is really exhilarating. Thank you so much, Brenda. Natasha, we've got Natasha here saying, wow, awesome. Fantastic. We've got Jagannatha saying, wow. We've got so many amazing comments. Thank you, guys, for this. And also, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. It's probably Yogannatha or something. But anyway, looking forward to be part of this. Great to see you there, Jenny. Thank you, Jenny. From your life to the pages, from the pages to the stage, from the pages and stage into hearts and minds. Very nice.
Nice.
Like that. And Jenny, this is an incredibly supportive tribe. It is indeed, Jenny, absolutely. And Jagannatha says, never late then. No, it's never late then. Absolutely never late. Bindu, hello, welcome. Congratulations, everyone. This is going to be huge. Best wishes to the entire team. Jagannatha says, I'm Possible is the way to get going. Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much for those lovely comments. Now, the fact is your X factor is your story, okay? Now, if you've had any hardship whatsoever in life, there will be a story right there. There'll be some learning as to how you have come through that. And the big thing here is to do not compare your story with other people's stories, right? Just like, the amazing Sam Cawthorn, he had an accident, Sam Cawthorn, and one of the co-founders, of course, of Speakers Tribe. He had a car accident, and he was comparing himself, and he lost an arm, and he's had a lot of damage in one leg, right? Whereas there's another guy who lost other limbs. He lost an arm and a leg in a shark accident. He's like, oh, well, his story is better than mine because it was a shark accident, not a car accident, right? So Sam often jokes about that and says, how we compare ourselves to others and compare our stories. Well, the fact is that your journey is perfect and it's brought you to where you are today. And that is part of what we're celebrating, through these books. And now I'd love to hear from everyone here today just a little bit about your story and what you have shared in your chapter in the book. Just a little bit of your background, just some of the highs and lows that have brought you to this point. So if we can go to Faireeq now, we haven't heard from you for a little while, and start with, just tell us a little bit about your story and what you've shared in your chapter.
Thank you, Aldwyn. The story that I chose to share was a time where I was in a dark place and having to go through the struggle and the challenges that I had to pull myself through, literally claw myself up out of this hole. And again, my passion is about empowering women. My passion is about resilience and changing your mind shift and just getting clarity. And from that, on the other side, you're going to see yourself, see your inner strength, and you have superpowers that you need to be tested with. And I wanted to put that in my message to make sure that women out there, especially as it's from ordinary to extraordinary. I wanted people to see that once you get tested, you will transform and you will grow, but there's a future of possibilities. And for me personally, having to going through these experiences with my story, having to deal with the Supreme Court and not having any legal experience, not having any representation, and just being thrown in the pool, in the deep end, and just realizing that I had to either sink or swim. It was again, it was very, very, it was a time where I just had to completely shift my whole thinking. I had no option. I had to win. And I did. So if you believe in yourself, that's the most important thing, I think. If you believe in yourself, you can do. I am possible, right, Asootosh? It's I am possible. Yeah. If you believe in yourself, you'll be undefeated, and it's I am possible. And that was the message that I really wanted to bring forward to. With regard to the summit, I think that it's important to just ensure that all who want to get involved and all who want to join, we're going to be there and we're going to support you and we're going to guide you and give you the insight and the advice that you need and that you want to walk down this path. But you're not alone, because we're all there for you. For us, it's a tribe, it's a family, and that happened with me. I felt I was lost, and when I got into the boot camp and I got involved with Speakers Tribe, I felt blessed. It has changed my life, and knowing the members of the tribe and being guided with people so amazing in my life, like Asootosh and some of the mentors that I have in Speakers Tribe, and meeting with Yogita, getting to know so many of the people on the tribe. We're going to be your tribe, we're going to be your family, and we're going to put you on the pages that you can believe you deserve. You're there, and you're going to show who you are, and you're going to be able to deliver the message and the story that you want. It's just sitting with you. Don't waste it. Share it. No, let the world hear what you have to say. We're all listening. We all want to know. It's going to be unique to you. No judgment. We're just open. Our arms are open to hear what you have to say, and we're gonna push you out there and make you shine. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what happened to me with my tribe.
Beautiful, Faireeq. That's the thing is, when people die, there's a library that dies with them if you don't share your story. And please don't let perfection get in the way of progress. This is often what happens with people that want to write a book or even a chapter in a book. People get really stopped sometimes because they think it needs to be perfect. So just look at it as everything you do is like the first draft. Okay, you're doing the first draft and the second draft, and it will never be done completely. But the fact is, if you share your story, even imperfectly. That's perfectly fine, because we want to hear your story. We don't want, it doesn't need to be perfect. So please, just whatever it takes, step out of your comfort zone and share your story, because you never know whose lives you'll impact with your story, who you can inspire, who you can help give hope to. And in line with that, Asootosh, can we come to you now and hear about your mission and purpose and what you shared in your chapter?
Look, I've been if you've heard about Jim Rohn, right? Jim Rohn says, if you want anything in life, then help enough people to get what they want. You'll always get what you want in life if you help enough people to achieve what they want. So I always wanted to become a international best-selling author. So what I had to do, I had to ensure that people around me, in my proximity, my tribe members, become the international bestsellers. And when you make them bestsellers, you ensure that they become bestsellers, you already become a bestseller. Imagine, it's not that, when people talk about that I've become a bestseller, I think I've become bestseller 100 times. 100 authors, my story. And trust me, I've forgotten my own story. All 100 stories are so inspirational. I feel part of them. I always feel part of each and every one of those stories. And, people would have become, the best-selling author one time. I've become 100 times. Imagine, becoming a best-selling author 100 times. And that's the power. And when you talk about a tribe, it is not about this is a tribe of big influencers, people who are keynote speaker, people who've got a big fan following with them, people who've got tremendous experience, corporate, and running their own businesses. Imagine you're going to be part of that tribe, not only in your state or city, a global tribe. And this is a tribe of givers. Mind you, if you're a taker, no place. If you're a giver, this is a tribe to be in. Because this is a tribe which gives you a helping hand. Whenever you require, you just think about it and people are there to support you. And that's the tribe. And that's the tribe you're talking about. There is no commercial angle. It's all personalized feelings. It's all personal bonding relationship. And then when you establish that trust, it is all about building that trust. I talk about, $1 million hello. How do you build that? A simple hello can get you $1 million. So this tribe is all about giving you that confidence and that trust, that inspiration, that motivation. Be part of this tribe. And you never have to look back. You're going to get a global family. We had all come here to improve our speaking skills and to improve and do that. Imagine what bonus we got. We became international keynote speakers. We became international best-selling authors. And again, not only that, big global family. And for that, you have to come and experience this. Experience the love, experience the bonding, experience the empathy. These are words, we talk about empathy, but here in this tribe, you feel that. You feel that respect, that appreciation. In our lives, we've been devoid of appreciation, isn't it, most of us? This tribe is just full of appreciation, that love, that bonding. Aldwyn would agree with me. Aldwyn?
Yes, there's definitely a lot of bonding going on. Absolutely, Asootosh. We're going to start the Speakers Tribe singles group coming up after this. That will be our next edition. No, not that kind of bonding. No. But absolutely, on a bonding on a business level. Like, it's amazing. I've never met some of the other Speakers Tribe, India members and Singapore members and from around the world, even some from around Australia. Yet I feel like I know you guys so well, even though we've never actually physically met. So
just waiting for this lockdown to open and hug each other.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yes. Absolutely.
When we have our next conference,
Yes, big hugs.
It's going to be crazy. So guys, what we should do now is to bring in some fun element. We've talked about inspiration. We've got this. This tribe is not only about inspiring and writing books. This tribe is about having fun together.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the fun part also. So Aldwyn, if you can throw some light on the fun part, people would be more interested.
Yes. Well, we do love to have a good laugh, and sometimes we get a little bit cheeky. And it has been put out there that I am looking for a sperm donor, and so Asootosh has been looking around India for potential sperm donors from India, who, once the lockdown's over, that we can come together and do a bit of inspection of the different sperm donors that we have. As a 47-year-old who's never had children, I'm getting a little bit desperate. So. But we won't let that get in the way of a good story here. And
you can have my 16-year-old and give it back when she's 25.
This is the fun we are talking about, right?
This is the fun we're talking about. So we like to have a laugh. Yes.
Again, it's a part of family. It's a part of the global family.
Absolutely.
Yes. And you have now given birth to 100 babies, in effect, actually, Asootosh.
100 babies, yes. So this is Deepika. This is Deepika who said that. And let me tell you who Deepika is. I like to acknowledge Deepika. Deepika is someone who actually seeded for the first time this idea of bringing in a book. I just added that let's do a global book. She's the one, and she's part of all the 5 books, editing them along with Anna now. So thank you, Deepika. If you're listening or if you're not listening, you see the recording, you are the one who seeded that idea. And no one can take that from you, ever. We just followed your seed and we just plowed it and you nurtured that. And again, I would also like to talk about that each book has been done by few co-members, team members who've actually invested their valuable time with the authors, making them rock stars. So if I'm allowed, can I talk about few of the co-team members of the book?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Revive and Thrive had Harsha leading the book along with Abhijit and me and Prem Raj. And then for Make a Difference, we had a different co-team. It was me at the leading thing, and then Deepika, Anna, Sargun, Dr. Anita. They were fabulous. For Undefeated was seeded when we had launched Make a Difference. Undefeated was seeded by Nisha from Singapore. She said, let's do a book on women-centric book. So Nisha was on the lead. And then we had Deepika, Anna, Sargun, and Dr. Anita. And I Am Possible, we have the fabulous core team. We have, again, I'm leading the book. Along with that is Deepika, Anna, Jasmeet, Bindu, and Dr. Rao. Thank you, guys. Without you, these books were not possible. You guys are fabulous. You've been good at heart. You are big givers. And thank you for making us the rock stars.
Yes, well done. Thank you so much to everyone who has participated in these phenomenal books. Like, these are so professional. I'm so proud, and I love the cover of this one, I must say, Undefeated, which I have a chapter in. Absolutely love it. And I would like to actually be in every single one of the books moving forward. We do need to keep spreading the love, don't we? To spread the love and have more authors in the book.
Yes.
And so any Speakers Tribe members who are interested in being a future book, please do reach out if you want to be in a future book. Of course, you do need to be a Speakers Tribe member, and I put the Speakers Tribe link into the chat there if you are interested in that. We've got some other amazing people who have joined us here. Jodie Michelle Perry comes to us from Port Douglas, north of Queensland. This is my kind of news. And thank you, Jodie. She's started to participate in the August Global Good News Challenge, which is happening currently. So great to see you in that, Jodie. Thank you so much. Jogannatha says here, we are all unique. Why compare? Yes, indeed, we are. Indeed, we are all unique. Anna's saying, good luck, Aldwyn, ha, 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 about the sperm donor. Thank you very much, Anna. I appreciate that. If you have any good potential sperm donors, any single men around who can actually get out of their state, that would be good. Come and let me know. Otherwise, maybe we could fly the sperm through courier. We might be able to do that even in lockdown. Might be able to just send it over and we can have a look that way. Do some close inspection. And Yusufa says, hi. Hello, Yusufa. Nice to see you there. Isn't this fantastic? I'm so excited to be part of this. And the summit is going to be phenomenal. There is a free ticket option, as we said, and there is going to be the VIP ticket option. And, of course, if you pay attention, don't you? So anyone who invests in just a little bit of investment there, you get the free ebooks, etc. You're going to absolutely love it. Now, before we go over to hear a bit of Yogita's story, Asootosh, I'm very curious what the hello stands for. Can you share your $1 million hello? What is the hello again?
So what is the first word when we meet someone? What is the first word we say world over? The first word is
hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So, if you're meeting, so most of the time when you people meeting professionally, you'll always say hello, you'll not say hi. Once you've known them, you'll say hi, isn't it? So hi is a bit of the personalized one.
Yes.
So $1 million doesn't come with the first, it comes with a bit of professionalism also, isn't it? So what do you do? So what I was looking at is, I was wanting to prepare for my TEDx talk. And then I wanted to look at some topic, a new idea. So I said, this hello, it's constantly there. Probably in a particular day's time, we are saying it around 50 times, picking up the phone and the first word is hello, hello, hello. So I looked at this word and dissected this word because this is a very, very powerful word. If done in the right way, you can build trust at the first go. So the H stands for the handshake. When you meet people, you do the handshake. In the COVID time, yes, there was a time when we didn't want to even handshake, but now handshake is back. So you do the handshake. And how do you do the handshake? This is a complete, the webs, the energies get transferred. This is a sense of touch. Then E is for sense of sight. Whenever you meet someone, you look into the eyes because they say eyes are the gateway to your soul, isn't it? And if you don't like people looking over you or looking here and there, because if you're doing that, people would not want to be with you at the first go. And then when you do that eye contact, the third important part is to listen. Most of the time, people will ask you, okay, they will ask you what's your name and what do you do? And you just vowel out. You don't let the other person to talk about themselves. So this is a part of our DNA that we want to talk about ourselves only. So you have to be a good listener, active listener. Because when you listen, the person will talk about his own problem, what he's facing, and also talk about the solution. And how do you listen? You listen with love and empathy because everyone requires that validation. Once you've done these 4 steps, what you create at the end is an O, opportunity. So opportunity to connect, to give some information or give some business or contacts or whatever. Look, no one is asking for money. When you meet people, you should always meet with the mind that how can I serve this person with best of my ability? Maybe some information, maybe some contact you can give that person. And when you do all this, there is a sense of trust which is built up. And you do business with only people, or you share your personal life with people whom you can trust. So hello builds up that trust, that bond. And when you build up that trust, the $1 million flows.
I love it. So for those who missed all those, just the one word. So we had handshake, we had eyes, we had listen, we had, was the L learn?
Eye contact, listening, listen with love and empathy.
Oh, love and empathy.
Love and empathy.
Okay. Love and empathy. Okay.
And then O is for opportunity.
Opportunity.
And let's not forget that the first impressions we have of people are formed within 5 seconds of
7 seconds. Within first 7 seconds, yes. Within first 7 seconds.
Yes.
Yes.
So powerful
and that's
hello.
Very
yeah.
Powerful hello. Yes. Yes.
Very powerful. Love it. Thank you so much. Love it. Love it. Love it. Hello. Hello. You say yes, I say no. You say, okay. It's a good Beatles song. Hello, hello, hello. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, Yogita, over to you. Can you tell us a bit about your story, just a snapshot of some of your highs and lows that you shared in your chapter and what you stand for?
Absolutely. I love how you say snapshot, because I know you have to take the mic off me, right? When I start speaking, it's hard. Actually, to be totally honest, it was not always like that. For those who know me for a long time, you would agree and confirm this fact that I was always the one hiding right at the back of the room, and avoiding any kind of confrontation or any kind of attention or any kind of anything to do with spotlight on me, because I had a very low self-esteem. So my story in this book is all about embracing and loving your authentic self. So my authentic self is actually, I am dyslexic, and majority of the people don't know what dyslexic means. And the ones who do, they know it's a disability, and disabilities just have got that really negative vibe to it. So I don't like to call it disability. I like to call it a challenge. So every day I wake up, and this is my word, undefeated. I have this challenge that I was born with, and I will have till the day I die. It is not contagious, so don't be scared. You won't get dyslexic by hanging around with me. It is not something there is a pill for. It is not a disease, so to speak. It is a neural cells that are wired differently. So basically, we struggle with reading. We really struggle with spelling. Like if you have seen my spelling, you would probably can create a comedy out of that. That's how funny it gets, my spelling, almost to a place where people, it makes no sense to people. So spelling and reading and writing. So spelling, reading, writing. And hence, person who doesn't have good spelling, good reading, good writing to become an author. And again, this is my co-authored book. My other book is Finding Me, Myself, and I, which is my book. And that is Loving My Authentic Self. The same snapshot is in here. So basically, the message I wanted to share is that if you don't know who your authentic self is, you're not going to be able to love it. If you don't love it, you are not going to be able to flourish and be the person that you're born to be. And over 30 years, I hid in the back. I literally disappeared from all opportunities that came up my way. Just literally didn't want to know about it because I was so embarrassed and ashamed of the fact that I'm dyslexic. And if anybody found out, I would be judged, I would be laughed at. It was a conditioning. But because this conditioning was just in my head, like people didn't really care. They didn't really care. Nobody cared, really. It was just in my head. I was the only one who was stopping me from going places and doing things and being someone. I did not realize this till I started solo traveling. And the reason solo traveling helped me is when you are stuck in New York, millions of people going in every direction, or London, and you just feel like that aha moment that really nobody knows you're here, which is a great thing because you can be who you want to be. It took me that to realize back in my own comfort zone, back in my own space, back in my own home, in my own country where my life is, I can do exactly the same. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people see of you. They don't define you. They are not living your life, only you are. And you are not anybody's competition. And this flourished into a different level of really having that confidence and self-belief in me after I did my boot camp and then became part of this community, because everyone in this community embraced me. Did not see me as a dyslexic woman, did not laugh at me at my spellings when, they had all the right to, but did not shame me for, having that disability, which I do have. The problem with this is like, I look normal, right? If I have a physical disability, you would understand and have a little bit of sympathy, even though I don't need sympathy or people don't want sympathy, but you will have it. It's given, right? But if your challenge is not visual to another person's eye, then you are just an idiot. Like, I have been called stupid and idiot pretty much all my school life. So that story to share, and the word, when Asootosh said the name of this book is Undefeated, that was literally my being, undefeated every day. Going through school system and having a degree in accounting and economics, it was not many dyslexic people finish high school, leave alone go to university, leave alone actually get a degree, leave alone actually do a corporate job. So, all those steps, that undefeated, one step, next step, next step, next step. I knew it was in me, but I didn't believe in me till the tribe started to believe in me. So hence, I just love this tribe. I love giving back to this tribe. Like Asootosh said, you are not a leader till you have a tribe, right? I believe in when we find our gift, it is our job to give it away. That's what we do with gifts, right? We give it away. We don't get the gift and keep it for ourselves. So I found my gift, and now I am so passionate about giving it away. And this book has been a step number 2. That book has been step number 1. And my initial start had been to do with everything that Sam Cawthorne pushed my buttons to really hate me, then to love him. So that was a journey of transformation for me. And I just really, really, really want you to come along for this ride, to join us, all the authors, get your spot and be part of the summit. For all the people who are on the sidelines watching how to take the next step, how to become professional speakers. Like I just spoke last month on a summit online that was 2,000 people in US, in Seattle, and it was a paid job. It would not have happened if I did not embrace my dyslexia, because dyslexia has weaknesses, yes, that I live with every day. But the most powerful thing dyslexia has is it's very creative mind. It's a very leadership quality that I was born with, and I can now embrace it. I can now be it, and I can, and I love when people come to me and say, I heard your story and my child is dyslexic. Thank you for this. Thank you for being so brave that because of you now I can tell my child not to struggle at school, not to put pressure on my, yourself, and not to, have that depression of like, I'm not good enough at school. And then I have had people in workspace that have come to me and said, Yogita, thank you for your story. Because of you, I can now do the job that I really love instead of going to work and being fearful of, if they found out I'm dyslexic, I will be fired. So that your story, everybody's story is going to change people's lives. So share it and be part of this tribe, be part of this community, and we can go places together. So thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. And there are, lots of very intelligent people out there who are dyslexic. In fact, I have a dyslexic friend that says it takes a very intelligent person to spell things multiple ways.
I agree.
So, there you go. So, you're a great example of not letting that stop you. And someone who's dyslexic, who's now an author of multiple books, it's a great testament to you, Yogita. And well done. We've got here, Jogannatha says, realization sets you free, Yogita. And Yusufa says, good job there. Good job. We've got a few other comments we'll come back to. Fantastic to hear your stories. And just very briefly on my story, what I shared about is being born in Sydney as a first-generation Australian with Greek, Turkish and Ukrainian background. Of course, all 3 countries were at war with each other. And then my parents came together and had make-up sex, and I'm the love child. That's what I like to say. And so now what I'm really passionate about is actually to help inspire more truth and good news in the media. I grew up a very angry child after some trauma in my childhood, where at 6 years of age, I saw a sheep that I befriended in Turkey have its throat cut in front of me. At 6 years of age, my innocence was gone. It was actually a Greek Orthodox tradition where they sacrifice a sheep for family that have travelled from a long way away, and they give the meat to the poor village people. Well, at the time, that was my friend the sheep, and when it was killed in front of me, it was absolutely traumatic. And my dad always said to me, anger is danger. And I internalized my anger for a long time, which led to depression for me. And I was a very angry child, didn't know how to express it. I played table tennis there for a while. I was kind of expressing it that way. I was doing a bit of poetry, a bit of writing. And then I found the media. as a great way to share things that mattered to me to make an impact in the world. And of course, having a book out is a great media. This is a media outlet, right? This is one way you can get your story out. Also, of course, through TV, radio, print, podcasts. There's 2 million podcasts now worldwide where you can also share your story and share your message. There is so much opportunity out there. And I am passionate now also, having had 4 friends take their own lives by the age of 45. And the stats are about 1 million people a year worldwide take their own lives. And a lot of that has to do with the negative news that we hear in mainstream media and the news that we put out there. So something I've started now during COVID is the Global Good News Challenge, and also a Good News Day. And we've got, in 5 days' time, we've got the Good News Day for this year on the 8th of the 8th. This year, in 5 years' time, we've got our 4th annual Good News Day, and the Global Good News Challenge happening right now that people can start anytime between now and Monday for the 8-day August challenge. And that's something that happens every month where people can share gratitude and good news and lift your own energy and lift the energy of those around us. So that's what I stand for, truth and good news. And I encourage you watching this right now is every day to consider what you are grateful for. Just 3 things you're grateful for every single day, whether you write it down, whether you think about it, whether you speak it out, which is the most powerful way to share it, I believe, is speaking what you are grateful for. What are 3 things you're grateful for today? And feel free to pop into the comments here. 3 things you're grateful for today. And also, what are 3 accomplishments that you are proud of, that you have achieved? Because this is something not enough people do too, is recognize their achievements. And really, this is a fantastic collaboration and celebration today of some beautiful achievements and some upcoming celebrations with the Authors Summit of celebrating the amazing achievements that the authors bring to the table. And for those joining us, I'm sure those watching this as well also have a phenomenal story. If we haven't heard from you yet, we'd love to hear your story. Please do share it, because if you don't, you do become the world's best kept secret, and that means no one gets to experience the joy that you have come through of, you know, the hardship you've overcome and all the amazing things you do now. If you don't share, then we don't know, and you won't be able to inspire yourself and others through that. So please do practice kindness and self-love and love for others as you share your story and as you consider your story, because there's a reason that you're watching this right now, and there's a reason we are here sharing with you right now. I think everything happens for you, not to you, as they say. So that's just a little bit about my story, and I do workshops teaching people how to get publicity and a whole lot of other things. So please do stay connected with all of us. In fact, you'll find us all on social media. Actually, if we just go around, Faireeq, where's the best place for people to connect with you?
Just come on my Facebook page, contact me for Facebook.
Okay, beautiful. And Asootosh, where's the best place for you? Where can people connect with you, Asootosh? Oh, you're muted there, Asootosh.
So you can connect me on LinkedIn. You can connect me on Facebook. You can go to my website, ashuthoshkant.com. So you're going to find me. And I'm going to find you before you find me, I'm sure.
All right. Excellent.
Okay, I want to share something which is very important.
Yes.
You know,
sure.
when I talk about these books being immortal, that you become immortal, I would like to share a very recent story. 2 days back, I was talking to one of the authors of I Am Possible with them, and she shared something very powerful. During this pandemic, the second wave, we lost one of a very powerful, friend, and she was part of a tribe, Ritu. So our book is also Ritu Grover. So we've also dedicated this book for I Am Possible to her and all the, the COVID warriors. Ritu story, her bit of the story was read by her daughter during her eulogy. When during the prayer meeting, she said, people, after knowing most part of the story which she shared, some of part of the story which shared in the book, their own family members never knew about it. And she opened up that way, and people actually, her family members bought that book to know more about her. Imagine. And then what it did, when I talk about that you became an immortal, I'm talking about that example. So I was talking to Vidya. Vidya said, Ashutosh, you were always pushing me that you do your chapter. And I was like, always like, I don't have a powerful story. What should I do? What should I do? And she said, I had this Make a Difference book with me. I was reading this. And when I read Ritu's story, this actually knocked me off. This inspired me. And the very next day, I wrote my story. Can you believe that? I always talk about that long after you've gone, you can inspire, your story can inspire someone. And this is a very recent example of Vidya, who's also a co-author in I Am Possible, sharing that with me, how Ritu's story inspired her to write her own story. So
Amazing.
imagine what a book can do. Your story can save someone's life. It can transform. For me, it has been a transformative journey. I'm sure for all the co team members and all the authors also, it is not easy to bring out your own story. You always been in the dark, and then suddenly you want to tell to the world. And let me tell you, when you tell your story to the world, you're liberated. You're liberated out of your mind. So your story needs to be heard, and your story can inspire, bring in that hope. So please pen down your story. Whomever you want to, write with, you want to write your own book, do that. But be part of a core, a collaborative book also, because this will take your story to the world, to a different audience altogether. This is all I want to say.
Yes, thank you, Asootosh.
Thank you,
Beautifully said.
Asootosh.
And that is actually what happens. It's amazing what comes out when people start to share their story. I interviewed my dad recently on video, and this is something I recommend that everyone does, is interview their parents if they're still alive, or family members, because it's phenomenal what can come out in interviews, and even just a video off your phone, even at the very least, just to capture a story, because that can always be transcribed into an audio or into words from a video. But capture that, because it's phenomenal what can come out as people start to share their stories. It's really amazing what you can learn. And you never know when will be the last time that you'll be here to share that story, right? 1/3 of all people die by the age of 65 worldwide. 1/3. And 65 goes pretty damn quick. So you never know when things will be over for you. And while we don't like to think about it, when you do a book or a chapter in a book, you are leaving a legacy with every time you share your story. So that's a really good point you've made there, Asootosh. And of course, I'm a massive fan myself of compilation books. As you know, I'm going for the Guinness World Book of Records.
Oh, yes, you're going to. Yes.
Yes, for compilation books. So these are just a few of them here that I'm in. So I'm in about 11 or so at the moment.
Another 20 to go, Aldwyn, I know.
Yes,
another 20 you're writing.
It's just some of them I've got here.
Look at that.
Just some of the ones that I'm in. Just some of them, right? Plus Undefeated, of course. So I just love compilation books. I love the fact that, you put a book out with, say, 20 or 30 other authors. Everyone's promoting it to their people. And so it's phenomenal, the power of that, and the networking opportunity. It really is exponential networking. And, I've had people years later, I had a lady contact me on LinkedIn saying, I read your story in a chapter book that came out years previously. And she said, I was so inspired. I just had to reach out to you, say thank you so much for sharing your story. You just never know who you will reach with your story. It's very, very powerful. So thank you so much. Yes, Asootosh, you want to say something?
Yesterday, I was reading a very powerful quote. They said, author starts a story, but a reader finishes it.
Yes.
Author will start a story, the reader would finish it.
Love that too. That's beautiful. Thank you, Asootosh. Thank you so much. Now, Yogita, over to you. Where can people connect with you? Where's the best place?
Yeah. So Instagram, Yogita _Ridgley. Facebook, Yogita Ridgley, YogitaRidgley.com, and on LinkedIn. So those. I'm everywhere. If you Google Yogita Ridgley, you'll find me.
You'll find us. We all have unique names. So if you Google any of us, you'll find us.
Yes. The key is to spell it correctly.
Spell it correctly. Absolutely. And I've just popped, if you do have a Linktree account, Linktree is a great place to put all your social media and all your website links and all sorts of things in the one place for free. And I've got about 45 social media links in the Linktree one I've just put there. So you will find me all over social media. And also I do regular events. I've got my Mass Media Tribe event on tomorrow. That's a free event online where we have the topic being photogenic is teachable. So there you go. If you're going to be in a book, ideally you want to get a headshot as well and start promoting yourself. And being photogenic is something absolutely you can learn. So if you're someone who says, I hate having my photo taken, then we have a great event at noon Australian Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. The Mass Media Tribe is a free event.
Can I join you for that?
Yeah, absolutely you can. Yes, it's at 12 o'clock tomorrow. So in my Linktree link, you'll see the Mass Media Tribe group. If you go in there, you'll see the event for tomorrow. Also tomorrow night, we have the Speakers Tribe Queensland event as well. That is going to be on from 6:30 till 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. And there are other Speakers Tribe events happening constantly all through the month, online and offline. Some events are hybrid. So just reach out, look for your local Speakers Tribe if you'd like to get involved with that. And of course, the Authors Summit, we have the link here. I'll pop the link back up again. You will see it in the chat here. You will find us on Facebook. Yogita, if you could just share the spots to find us for the Authors Summit for people to connect. Here's the event right there.
Sure. Yeah. So Authors Summit, we have got the email. So Authors Summit, I'll start again. Global Authors Summit 2021 @gmail. Global Authors Summit.com, which is going to be, we're working on it at the moment, which we will announce the launch of the website. And then Speakers Tribe Global Authors Summit Facebook page. And I will share them on my page. So if you are following me already, you can connect with that. If you're not, just search for it on Facebook page.
Or on any of our pages.
On any of the pages.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll be sharing it far and wide. Thank you so much. Wonderful. And just a few more comments we'll share here. Thank you so much, all the beautiful people sharing with us today. There's all the books going. Okay, so we have here, Bindu has commented, and she says, always happy to serve under your leadership, Asootosh. Always happy. That's very nice, Bindu. Lovely. She says, Asootosh, thanks for the opportunity and honouring every word and finally acknowledging the core team, time and effort. You're a true giver. Beautiful, Bindu. And Anna's saying she's going to keep the sperm donors for herself. Okay, Anna, that's okay. Never mind. We'll keep looking. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anna. Thank you for considering it anyway, Anna. I do appreciate that. And then Yogita says, we are all TABs, temporarily able bodies. Nice one. Okay. And Yogita again says, best way to leave a legacy is to share your journey of life. Anna says, so true, Asootosh, telling your story releases you from it. Very nice. Beautiful comments there. Thank you so much. And if you are watching the replay of this, what are you grateful for today? Pop into the chat. What are you grateful for today? And we would love to see you at the Authors Summit. Any other final comments from any of our beautiful core team here? And thank you to the rest of the core team who aren't with us right now, but we know you're here with us in spirit. Thank you to everyone who's participated to make this Authors Summit amazing. Coming up in September. Any final words from you guys?
Sorry, go on.
Just join us 25th, 26th September. And if you want to feel inspired, if you want to go on a new journey, if you want to just think of your life with possibilities and just tell your story to the world as we all did, just join us. Come onto the summit with us.
Yay. Asootosh.
So if you want to be appreciated, respected, welcomed, and loved, and find yourself belonging to a community, to a family, this is a place, lean in. Come and join the summit. You'll find everything. And you'll discover your own self. You'll discover your own story.
Absolutely. Nicely said, Asootosh. Well done. Yes. And Yogita, final words from you?
If you want to have some fun, laughter, and just be yourself, this is the summit for you. Yes. I'm looking forward to having this fun with you, some laughter, some inspirations. Some jokes, as you know, Aldwyn and I in same room is always going to be laughter. There is going to be jokes that might be a little bit too much for you, but I'm sure you'll have fun. But I want to end this with an amazing thank you to Aldwyn for giving this opportunity. This has been, this is just such an amazing opportunity. Thank you for doing such an amazing job. I know this is, Aldwyn has done this for free, as even though this is her work, she has given this opportunity to us to launch this summit here for free. And I want to acknowledge that. So if you have a story, and if you have a business that you would like to, have advice or help with social media and PR and media promotions, do use Aldwyn, because she is one of us. And when we promote our own, we promote ourselves, right? So thank you, Aldwyn. I really appreciate all you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, they say proximity is power, right? This is one of Sam
Proximity is power.
One of Sam Cawthorn's famous ones. Proximity is power. Suman, thank you. Really enjoyed the show. Thank you so much, Suman. Thank you for that lovely acknowledgement, Yogita. And in fact, all the core team have donated their own business services. So I want to acknowledge everyone on the core team for donating. You're all busy people. We've all got a lot going on. We've got other businesses. We've got so much going on in the background, and yet we make time to do this. They say if you want something done, ask a busy person, right? And exactly, Yogita, that was going to be my final words. As Sam Cawthorn says, maybe we could all say this together. The best is yet to come. Yay. Awesome. We'll see you at the Author Summit. Thank you so much for joining us.
We're waiting for you. We're waiting for you guys.
Exactly.
Come on, join and lean in.
Join us.
We'll
Bye.
see you there. Bye for now. Bye.